was the main event of one of his very first shows. I fought Robert Emerson. It was at the Orleans Casino. It was back in 2003.
2003. All right. Well, here's the tail of the tape on our women's bout tonight. Angela, 23. Crystal, older at 28 years old. As you can see, both come in nearly the identical weight. And what impresses me, though, is Angela's one win by way of knockout. We'll see what happens here tonight.
We'll see what happens. They're very evenly matched. They appear to be very evenly matched. So I'm anxious to see what the strategy and how it plays out. And like I said, women's fights are never boring.
All right, let's go up top. Here's Jake Gutierrez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a special attraction for you here at the South Point. 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division featuring the women. Judging this bout will be Lester Griffin, Jean LaBelle, and Patricia Morris-Jarman. Once again, your referee in charge is Josh Rosenthal. Introducing first, she'll be fighting out of the red corner. She entered the ring wearing the black and white, and she weighed in at 124 pounds. Her record stands at 1 victory with 1 defeat, and she comes to us from Farmington, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Angela Magana. And her opponent fighting out of the blue corner. She's dressed in black and pink, and she weighed in at 125 pounds. Her professional record stands at 2 victories with 1 defeat. And she comes to us from Temecula, California, introducing Crystal, the Irish Angel Harris.
All right, so you've got the Irish Angel taking on Magana.
Here we go.
Now, you talked about the popularity of women in MMA, and is it becoming, is it slowly building some momentum?
Well, you know, some people have a real problem watching the women fight. You know, I just see it as a sport, so it doesn't really bother me a whole lot. But I think, you know, the sport in and of itself has been, it's been an uphill battle the whole way through. So it's finally growing in popularity. So hopefully the women can continue that tradition.
And wrestling is becoming huge among females and taking part in the Olympic Games now.
Submission wrestling is also extremely popular with the women, so there's some great women submission wrestlers out there. Felicia O is a black belt under Jean-Jacques Machado, is an outstanding submission wrestler.
I guess it will only grow, as Keith Kaiser mentioned, as the women train at an earlier age.
Everybody's training at an earlier age. And it's becoming more accepted. It's just like women boxers. It's just, but the difference is that, you know, you could really see the technique on the ground, and I think this sport, as opposed to boxing, it'll favor the women much more.
All right, so on top is Magana.
She got the early takedown. She's sitting in Crystal Harris's guard, but she's not doing well. Now she's starting to work, starting to try to pass the guard, looking to step over to a mount, which she does. Harris rolls her, but be careful, she could still get her back taken. She's halfway around her back. They're gonna stop it. They're gonna stop it and bring it back to center, but it's very difficult to stop in this position just because it's such an awkward position. The referee's waiting for a break in the action to where he can put them in a position where they can work. Right there, now they'll stop it and bring them back to the center. There you go.
As you mentioned, Josh Rosenfeld will bring him now to the center of the ring.
You can't really stop them in the middle of a transition like that because the position is so awkward, and you can't really stand them up because you have one person on top and one on the bottom. So it's kind of an awkward position. Josh Rosenthal did a great job there waiting for the right opportunity to stop them and reset them.
Now, why wouldn't he reset them into the middle of the ring?
I don't know. He should have reset them in the center of the ring, but they're working. As a fighter, you got to know when you're getting close to that edge too, so you got to start making adjustments as well. You can't always rely on the referee. You can't rely on the referee to stand you up. You can't rely on the referee to pull you to the center. You got to do it on your own.
Yeah, because Dan Evanson didn't realize where he was twice.
He didn't realize the ropes were so low. Oh, beautiful submission attempt. Beautiful job. She got her hips out. Beautiful. It's over. She's going to catch her with this arm lock right here. It's over. If she gets out of this, I would be extremely impressed. It's over. Did a beautiful job of swinging her hips to the outside and catching the arm lock. Beautiful job.
Magana comes up with a big win over the Irish Angel here tonight. You can see how excited she was, and the fans were loving it also.
She did an outstanding job. She scooted her hips out beautifully and cut. It took her a second, a couple, 2-3 tries to get the foot over the head correctly, but once she did, it was over.
Nice sportsmanship in the center of the ring between the two female fighters. And so, that is Angela's first knockout win. Submission win.
Look at that beautiful job. Harris tried to keep her head down, but eventually Magana got a bite on the side of her, on the back of her neck and the side of her head, and it's over. As soon as I saw that right there, it's over. It was a very tight arm lock. Beautiful technique. Did an excellent job of scooting your hips out, kicking the leg over the head, and extending the hips up to straighten the arm out.
All right, the promoters in the house enjoying. All right, so now let's go up into the ring for the announcement. Here is Jake Gutierrez.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Josh Rosenthal stopped this contest at 3 minutes 10 seconds of the first round. On the tap out due to the straight arm bar, the winner, Angela Magana.
Magana, with that submission wrestling background, catches the arm lock.
All right, nice win for her. Congratulations, getting some photos.